Hey everybody, and welcome back or welcome to another one of my videos. My name is Lauren Porter and you're watching Quarters Reporter. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about the brand new Atlanta Falcons quarterback. I'm going to be telling y'all everything you guys need to know about his contract, who he is, and the impact that he is going to have on the Atlanta Falcons. First things first, let's talk about who the brand new Atlanta Falcons quarterback is. The Atlanta Falcons have decided to sign Kirk Cousins, the former Minnesota Vikings quarterback, to a 4-year, $180 million deal. Yes, $180 million. It's crazy. With his contract, he is guaranteed $100 million. But after the first 2 years, the Falcons can decide they don't want him anymore. If things aren't working out, he's just going to be guaranteed that $100 million and we can move on. I know a lot of fans were upset with this signing because Kirk Cousins is coming off of an Achilles injury. That is definitely an injury that is hard to come back from. Kirk Cousins is also 35 years old, which turns some people off because he is an older quarterback. But I mean, honestly, for anybody who's upset about this signing, would you rather have Desmond Ridder, Taylor Heineke, or Marcus Mariota, or Kirk Cousins? Like, come on now. Kirk Cousins has been in the NFL for 12 years now. He first spent the first 6 seasons of his career with the Redskins, which is now, of course, known as the Commanders. And then for the past 6 seasons, he has played for the Minnesota Vikings. In Kirk Cousins' 12-year NFL career, he has seen almost 40,000 yards as well as 270 touchdowns. Let's take it back to the year 2012 when Kirk Cousins' NFL journey began. He was drafted to Washington in the 4th round of the 2012 NFL Draft. He was initially drafted to be the backup to Robert Griffin III, but Griffin would suffer injuries, which led to Kirk having to start in some games, and in these games he showcased his talent, which led to him eventually becoming the starting quarterback for the team. During his time in Washington, Kirk Cousins showed a lot of promise. He gained a lot of recognition for being a great decision maker as well as being a reliable quarterback. One thing about Kirk, he gonna get them touchdowns and he gonna throw that ball. 2 traits that I feel as if the next Atlanta Falcons quarterback needed to have. As a personal player, Kirk Cousins did see a lot of success in Washington. He even set several franchise passing records. He was known for his consistency and his ability to lead the offense effectively. However, despite the individual success that Kirk Cousins had, the team overall never really saw much success. They only made the playoffs once in the 6 years that Kirk Cousins was there. And the one time they did make it, they couldn't make it past the wild card round. After spending 6 seasons in Washington in 2018, Kirk Cousins decided to enter free agency, and here he was a very sought after quarterback. Kirk Cousins decided to sign with the Minnesota Vikings, and here he signed a 3-year fully guaranteed contract, and he was actually the first quarterback and player in the NFL in general to sign a fully guaranteed contract that was as much as his was, which was $84 million. At the time, this $84 million fully guaranteed contract was a landmark deal in the NFL. So that just goes to show how much hope and promise that the Minnesota Vikings had in Kirk Cousins. Since joining Minnesota in 2018, Kirk Cousins continued to be a very productive quarterback. He maintained his efficiency as well as his accuracy. Kirk Cousins continuously continued to put up impressive passing numbers, so he saw a lot of success once again, but the team themselves did not see much. He led the team to playoff contention, but the team never saw a Super Bowl while he was there. He's actually 1-3 in playoff games. So in the 4 times he's made the playoffs, he's only won 1 game, which can be kind of concerning to hear if you're a Falcons fan. And we just gave this man who has 1 playoff win $100 million. But in his last season in Minnesota, he ended up injuring his Achilles, leading him to be out for the rest of the season. But before he got injured, he was having one of the best career starts to his 12-year-long career. In 7 games, he had 2,300 yards as well as 18 touchdowns. In the 7 weeks before he got injured, he even led the NFL in touchdown passes as well as being second in passing yards. So that's definitely exciting to hear if you're a Falcons fan, because the Falcons needed a quarterback that could throw that ball. Obviously, if you haven't heard anything I'm saying, one thing Kirk Cousins can do is throw that ball. Only thing that I do not like about this signing is the amount of money that we are giving Kirk Cousins. We turned down giving Lamar Jackson $200 million, who obviously has a lot more longevity in his career, and instead we paid an old Kirk Cousins $180 million, which is just insane to me. But I mean, honestly, the Falcons are in win mode. They want to win now. They want to go to the playoffs now. So Kirk Cousins could do that for them. I do feel like Kirk Cousins is now the best quarterback in the NFC South. I mean, come on now. He is joining the weakest division in the NFL. So without a doubt, I feel like the Falcons should most definitely make the playoffs this year with Kirk Cousins as QB1. My only fear is the whole injury situation he has going on, but I just hope and pray that he can stay healthy throughout the whole season, and me and Kirk are good. What I really do like about this signing is that the Falcons have finally signed an experienced quarterback who obviously can throw the ball and get our passing game better, because the Falcons passing game is really what has sucked for the past 2 years, ever since we lost Matt Ryan. Kirk Cousins is also coming into a very strong offensive cast. Our offense is honestly pretty stacked. The Falcons also did just sign who is expected to be wide receiver 2 with Darnell Mooney. So that was a great signing there. Our running back room has been stacked. So Kirk Cousins is walking into a very strong offensive cast. And I think we're finally going to see Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson all have over 1,000 yards this year with Kirk Cousins as their quarterback. The Falcons also do have a brand new offensive coordinator with Zach Robinson. So we are going to be running Zach Robinson's offense this year. Last year, the Rams had 583 passing plays while they had 477 running plays. So I think the Falcons are going to run an offense similar to that with a lot of passing plays, but as well as a lot of running plays. This is going to be a great balance for the team, especially now that we have Kirk Cousins as our quarterback. We can do a lot more passing plays and them actually work and be in our favor. So I do think the Falcons offense is definitely going to improve with Kirk Cousins at quarterback. One thing about Kirk Cousins is he is an NFL finesser. The man has made over $300 million in his career while only having one playoff win. Like, that's just insane. And ever since he has signed this new deal with the Falcons, he is now the second highest earning NFL player in history. If he stays with the Falcons for the next 4 years, then he would have made over $400 million in his NFL career while having one playoff win. But honestly, with the NFC South being so weak, we kind of won in this situation here as long as Kirk Cousins stays healthy, because the Falcons should be winning the NFC South this year, which will give us a home playoff game, which would really warm my heart. Overall, Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback. He may not have seen much playoff success, but at least we know what this man can do. I actually love his vibe. I was not familiar with Kirk Cousins' game that much. I'm excited to see what he is going to do in Atlanta. I feel like he is going to definitely come in and make an instant impact. I mean, honestly, anything is better than Taylor Heineke and Desmond Ridder. Like, I'm sorry to those two, but yeah. Overall, though, I do think that the Falcons should still be looking at these rookie quarterbacks, especially with us having the 8th overall draft pick, and whoever is still available at 8, if there's still a notable quarterback who they know could be the future of the franchise, I think they definitely should select them at 8. Kirk Cousins is only a short-term solution. Like, yeah, we can go ahead and make the playoffs now with Kirk Cousins, but what about in 2, 3, 4 years? Like, what's the answer then? Because you have to think long-term. You can't just think short-term. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with drafting a quarterback and then allowing him to sit behind and learn some things from Kirk Cousins until Kirk Cousins' career is done in Atlanta, he retires, and that young quarterback can go ahead and show out. That has been proven to work in the past with other NFL teams and their quarterbacks. so why not give it a shot for us as well? Overall though, how are you guys feeling about our new QB1? I'm not gonna lie, as long as he stays healthy, I'm pretty excited about this signing. Like at first I was like, Kirk Cousins, like, ooh, I don't know about that one. But obviously the Falcons have a plan. They're hungry, they're ready to win. We have a brand new coaching staff, we have a brand new quarterback one. They've been making moves in free agency. They are not playing this year. I'm so excited for the first game. Like, can we skip to September already? Because I'm ready to see how these new Falcons are going to perform. I know the fan base is pretty torn about this signing of Kirk Cousins, but I mean, they were also torn about Raheem Morris, and I'm not gonna lie, Raheem Morris, even though he just got here, he's already come in and made some very aggressive moves. So I'm excited, I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready to see what this team is gonna do. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe for more sports content from your girl, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Keep rising up.